Okay, let's see how easy it is to use a Max Mega menu and how easy it is to install the second menu on a fresh new installation. Obviously, in the first video, how to prepare the Artisteer files, I showed you how to create the position for the second menu in the header. And I'll be using the same Pandumis theme. So this is a fresh installation. I didn't install anything. In fact, I'm going to even delete the plugins that come with the fresh WordPress installation. And I'm going to upload at this point. The Pandumis fresh theme just for testing. Okay, I'm gonna go and install the Essentials plugin, and in here it's the Max Mega menu. I'm gonna go ahead and install it. Actually, before installing it, I'm going to deactivate it first of all. So at this point, it's deactivated. So if I go to the menus, you're gonna see that, and I'm gonna go create the first menu, primary menu at this point. It's just to show you something. You're gonna see that at this point, while the Max Mega menu is not active and not installed, we're gonna have just the primary navigation available to us, and that comes by default from Artisteer. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and make that the primary navigation. Okay, so now the theme is actually run by controlled by the custom menu. All right, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and reactivate the Max Mega menu, and immediately you're going to see that we're going to have 3 additional menu location available for us. Actually, they're declarations. All right, so if I go to plugins, activate. All right, and let's go back to the menus. And you can see that we have widget 1, widget 2, and the footer menu. The footer menu, it's going to be all 3 of them. They're actually widget areas. The footer is obviously the footer. You can assign any of the other 2 to anywhere you want. Usually I use the widget 1 as the menu 2 in the header, the second menu, and then the widget 2 if I wanted to in a page, you know, again with a widget, as a widget. At this point, the copy that you guys have right now, let's call it the beta version, version 1.1, it has the themes for the primary, the footer, and widget 1, the second menu. It doesn't have the widget 2 in there. I will include it. And also, I need to do some modifications to work for the themes to work better for the other ones. So there's going to be some changes to the copy that you guys have right now. But just for the demonstration purposes, this will do fine. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and create the other 2 menus really quickly. So I'm going to go create a menu. Let's call it header or menu 2, whatever you want to call it, it's going to be fine. Create the menu. Assign pages really quickly to it. So let's do the same thing. Only have 2 choices right now. I don't want to spend time in assigning, in creating pages. We're going to assign this to the widget menu. As soon as I assign it to a menu location, we are going to get this setting over here. And for each one, we're going to enable and then give it a theme. Now, until now, you wouldn't have a theme, but now you're gonna get the themes. The default is what comes with the plugin, the Max Mega Menu plugin, and the footer, menu 2, and primary is what I've created, what I have the settings. Actually, it's the same settings from my Marie theme, and it's very easy to customize. And it's going to work in more situations again, as long as your background is not white. And unless, of course, you want to change, the colors and the size of the links and certain things, you can customize it. But out of the box, most of the times, it should work fine. All right, so let's go create a footer menu as well at this point. So I'm going to create a menu, call it footer, create the menu, and I'm going to assign it to the menu. Now notice that the Max Mega menu settings are not available here, but as soon as I create the menu, they're going to show up. All right, so at this point, I'm going to start enabling one by one. So I'm going to go enable that, and before closing out, I'm going to assign it to the actual what theme this menu belongs to. So footer with footer, say save. I'm going to go load up the primary, and the primary we're going to say yes, and we're going to say primary. Okay. Now, as soon as you create a new page or a new menu item and click the save, you're going to get this button available. This is where you customize each link. But I'm not going to talk about it at this point, because this is about how to get started, not how to completely use Max Mega Menu. And the third part, the third menu, it's going to be the header, which is where we're using menu 1. We're going to say select, we're going to say enable, and we're going to say menu 2 and save it. Okay, that's all. Now, the first menu is going to be shown, but the secondary and third and the footer menu, the third one, they're not going to be shown because those are actually widgets. So that's the first one. Okay, and as I said before, the actual menu that Artisteer actually creates starts from somewhere here and ends up somewhere there. Okay, and that's why the center, the menus are shown over here, because the primary menu is centered. So at this point, I need to make certain modifications. Let's start with this. So I need to go to the dashboard. I need to go to Mega Menu and then Themes, Menu Themes. I'm going to load up the primary. Okay, and somewhere near the top, instead of center, we're going to say right. All right. Now, the whole purpose of me doing all this stuff is for have themes for distribution. So I don't want people to get a theme when I call a finished theme to do all this stuff, to configure it, to make it work. So after I make all the changes for a particular theme and I'm happy with the settings, all I have to do is get those settings and put them in my functions file. So next time when I install this particular theme on a fresh installation, I don't have to go through the settings that I'm going right now. So at this point, I'm going to show you how to do that before doing the other menus. But in real life, you should first see, make your changes to all of the themes. And once you're happy with them, export them one by one and put them inside your theme. So let me show you. So in the Mega menus, we have the tools. And one of them is to export. And the way we're going to export, it's in PHP. And this is the whole function. Okay. That's the default. So I need to export the primary. That was my bad. PHP, export the theme. All right, so we're going to get this. and this now includes the part that says right, the menu align right. So any changes you make, it's going to come here. And then once you select this part, we're going to load up the functions file, and we're going to find the section which deals the Max Mega menu. And there it is. So this is the part that we declare the additional 3 menus. And these are the functionals. So this is the primary theme. So all you have to do in this case, go ahead and get the whole chunk regarding the primary menu, and it ends there. So I would delete this part and replace it with the part that I just exported. And I would do the same later on with the menu 2. And then later on, I would do the same with the footer. And we don't have the second widget 1. So I will have it. I will include it with the next update and improve on those ones, by the way, too. All right. So at this point, we look at the front page. Everything is the menu, the primary menu now is to the right. And this is how I would distribute this menu. I would make the change to be displayed on the right. It looks better. That's the way it was intended by Artisteer anyways. All right, so let's go and actually activate, finally, the second menu, which is going to be up here, and then the footer menu. And the hard work is done, which wasn't that hard to begin with. So I'm going to go to the widgets, and I've got the menu to location. Remember, that's a control set in Artisteer. And I'm going to go find the Max Mega menu, put it there, and I want to assign to the widget 1 menu. Remember, we have widget 1, widget 2, footer, and primary navigation. We're using the widget 1. I'm going to say save. And I'm hoping that's all it takes. So the same with the footer. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to go to Max Mega menu, and I'm simply going to assign the footer menu. Now each one was already created, and each one was already assigned to the Max Mega menu corresponding theme. And there it is. By default, all right, the footer menu is not showing up because I have a feeling we don't have any menu items in there. That's why. So there you go, no menu items. All right, so let me assign the menu items. That's the footer menu, and we have activated, and we have the footer over there. So hopefully I'll fix my mistake pretty quickly. There you go. That's a home, and that's a sample page, and they all work. All right. Now, another thing, by default, in my case, the primary menu breaks at the responsive breakpoints. This is at 1100 pixels. The second menu is at 1000 pixels, and the third one is at 600 pixels, and that's the default values. Again, you can change them and customize them any way you want, but at least you have a running start to very quickly create and install additional menus. As I said, the fourth menu, you can use it inside the page, on top of the content, or inside the content, or at the bottom of the content. So you can even have a second menu in the footer. It's really up to you how to use it. So that's how to start really quickly with the Max Mega menu. I'm not going to go, at least for now, I'm not going to go into every single settings and all the customizations you can do in Max Mega menu.